everyone, welcome to the most unusual start to one of my vlogs. It is Saturday, happy Saturday everyone, and today, and probably for the remainder of the weekend, I and Musa when he gets here are going to be working on trying to get the duck pen as close to finished as possible. So by now you've seen all this footage of us building the duck pond. I say us, but it's more so them. Getting it all ready, trying to make it as homely for them as possible. Right now I am cleaning a small bin. I already have one in the greenhouse that I use for bird feed, but my dad had another spare one because they were his that he gave me to now use for the duck feed. However, it's got some stains on it. I'm not really sure from what, like oil and things of the like. So I'm going to clean that now and then hopefully have some good things to show you by the end of the day for the duck pen. Also, I love that this one conveniently has a sprayed D on the side, which I believe was to stand for dogs. And so now for us it'll stand for ducks, as in duck feed. But I probably should have taken a better before photo that I can put here for you so you can appreciate the contrast already. But it is still filthy and I am struggling to get this clean. So I probably will need something stronger than a scrub and some soap. However, and would you look at that? Blackberries from my very own garden on my very own breakfast. The joys of living on a farm. I've just gone for my morning walk and whilst doing so, I ran into a red-bellied black snake. Wonderful. We honestly have such an ecosystem in this backyard. Look at this little guy. We've got a little skink, a little lizard right next to my door to go back inside. How cute. He's one of the smaller ones that we get around here. We get much bigger ones like him. So Musa came over for a little bit of a late brunch today. I had yogurt obviously this morning, but together we had some like beans and you know how you would normally have in an Irish breakfast, beans and toast and eggs and rashers and hash browns. I have tried to make hash browns, which I've often done before, and today's just didn't turn out that well. But stay tuned, I'm going to try again. Try again tomorrow or next weekend, and hopefully there will be an improvement to share with you all. All right, now it's time for what we dedicated today to, and we are going to, and when I say we, mostly Musa, are going to make some modifications to the duck house. I'm just seated on the ground watching them enjoy themselves in the pond, but basically Musa he's about to replace this little noggin bit here because I just broke it on the other side, but Musa has put down some of those old car mats that you saw me replace a couple weeks ago in my car along the ramp to give them a better grip, and they don't really move, so that's really good because sometimes I see them looking like they're slipping down the ramp, so hopefully this gives them more grip. And then off to the side here we did have that other makeshift little ramp in and out, which wasn't as efficient as we'd hoped, so Musa's just blocked it off now with another block. Hopefully they will get used to just coming in and out the same way, and then essentially this is their pond. It doesn't look the prettiest, it's a real DIY job, but maybe as the water starts to clear with use and maybe a fresh coat of paint, I don't know if that's a good idea when there's ducks here. If it chips or anything like that, that might be a bad idea. Not sure about that. But over time, as things settle and grow into their place, hopefully this starts to look a lot nicer. But the main thing is that they are very happy. Very happy. All right, try the new and improved entrance, my loves. In you go. We were meant to do a lot more today for you guys, but it's just gotten so hot here that I think we'll have to retreat until tomorrow. You're still slipping. No. Okay. That means we still need to adjust this. And it is now finally time to fix. Look how bad these have gotten. But in fairness, they have lasted a month. And for the most part, they've done really well aside from growing out. And they've just chipped on the side of this one. Anyway, time to upgrade my nails, finally. And Musa and I are now going to watch a movie. Musa made some homemade popcorn, which tastes amazing. And Oppenheimer. See you all in 3 hours. Good evening, everyone. Musa and I are just in the middle of preparing ourselves some dinner. Midway through Oppenheimer, we haven't actually finished it yet. But look at this. I've just gone to cut one of the capsicums that you saw me harvest the other day from the garden. Well, I didn't harvest it, but you saw me bring them in from the garden. And this actually, Musa was just telling me, this actually came off of a capsicum plant that was meant to be green capsicums. And it is clearly yellow, but when you cut it up, inside it's green. I've never seen anything like that before. How cool. Happy Sunday, everyone, from underneath my jasmine vine. It is growing so nicely. Just look at that. I'll have to come in out of the lavender bushes way. I'm not sure if I showed you in a previous vlog that this had died while I was away in Melbourne, and it, with a little love and care, has come back to life. And over here, I have some other exciting things to show you. Look at my lemons. For a dwarf tree, this is doing very well. I'm so impressed. 3 of these lemons, actually I think a 4th one down here soon too, are turning yellow and will be soon ready to pick. And over here, talk about the simple things in life that bring you the most joy. We have the duckies having their morning swim. One looked decapitated, God forbid, for a second there. But they do love to stick their head all the way underneath. Hi, mate. The pond. Also, seeing as I'm out in glorious sunshine, it looks like I didn't do my nails at all, but I decided to go for a what they call sheer polish because it's the holidays and I want a bit more of a relaxed look over the next little 2 weeks or so we have. Not also, it is 2 weeks, but yeah, that's what I ended up doing with my nails. Don't mind the mozzie bite. We have mosquitoes. Whoops, let me just turn my clouder ring. We have mosquitoes everywhere this time of year. I'm sure I look $1 million in my gardening clothes, but I am not quite ready for the day. I've had a slow start to the morning. On Sundays, I sleep in. I never sleep in any day unless for some reason I've gone to bed late. But on Sundays I do. That is the only day I do. I indulge myself. And now I'm just doing a quick cleanup in the garden like I do every morning before I head off to do a few errands for the day and then try and have another relaxing day. Oh, also speaking of a relaxing day, if you can hear any background noise, it's there's a tow truck driver leaving the property. Oppenheimer. Last night we watched Oppenheimer and needless to say, it took a long time. If anybody's watched it, you'll know that it is incredibly long. I love historical based movies and this was historically based. Not necessarily based in war history, but it was a great movie. Overall, I'd say the movie was really good. I do think though, however, for a multitude of reasons, starting with the length of it, I think I need to watch it again because we ended up stopping halfway through to go and bring the ducks in and make our dinner. Just the timing and the movie being so long. But great movie if you haven't watched it. I know I'm very late to the Oppenheimer party, but if you haven't watched it, I do think it is a great watch, especially if you like movies that are based on fact and actually, you know, from decades ago in history. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and continue cleaning the garden. Just sprinkling some duck seeds, if I can grab it with my one hand, whilst I film with the other hand, into the pond, into the pond, for them to nibble on while they swim. More blueberries to pick this morning. Although they probably could be left for another day. But if I do, I might risk the birds nipping them on me. That is for sure the most blackberries I've ever picked in one morning. And I love it because tomorrow when I have my yogurt for my breakfast again, it's the weekend, so we have our big Irish breakfast for the weekend. But tomorrow when I have my yogurt, that is going to be great. Surprise! Of course, I've made fresh, banana bread for the week. Obviously, the fog has taken over there. Once you start baking, there is no going back. Sorry, I don't know what that filming technique was. Welcome home! What? My phone overheated and then I couldn't show you guys anything, but my family are back from Jindabyne and Dad decided to show me this beautiful, if you like, artwork that he got. Obviously, it's a plaque for you to hang things off of, but look, there's a child pulling. I'm just not having a good roll with my phone today. It just got cut off. There's a child pulling a horse How nice is that? It's so intricate and detailed. Good morning, everyone. Remember those blackberries from the garden yesterday? Oh, this is the life. All I have ever wanted is to get fresh produce from my garden, and hopefully one day I'll say the same for the grapes and strawberries. These birds are making the most beautiful sound, and the way they fly is like they're dancing. Good morning. Oh, listen to that sound. What a beautiful morning for autumn. Right in time to go for my morning walk. And happy Monday, everyone. The first Monday of the school holidays. You know, most mornings I wake up like this. I wake up raring for life. And I'm just so excited and happy for the day. And then the odd day here and there, they get rarer and rarer. I wake up feeling mellow or, you know, for want of a better word, sad. And I rarely talk about those days because I feel like here I provide an energetic and, you know, positive, happy platform for you guys via my vlogs. But if I'm being honest, I think sometimes I might be more vulnerable when it comes to the not so happy days, the not so positive days. So just an FYI. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but just letting you guys know in advance. But how can you be unhappy ever when you are walking every morning in this beautiful farm? This is sunshine. I have hat on. See that? All those ducks. Makes me, I don't know. I used to handle it a lot better before I became a duck mum, and now anyway, moving on with the conversation. Anyway, I'm in a good mood today. Look how precious they are. Time for 10 o'clock, so I've got a green tea with some homemade banana bread, especially to sit with me granny. Fresh hair wash for a fresh start to the school holidays. It is officially Monday. If I didn't say happy Monday, happy Monday. And it is officially, therefore, now that the weekend is over, the first day of school holidays, because I consider the fact that today is a work day to be the first day of the holidays. Now, I just want to preface this, and I know I don't owe this kind of statement or it's not even an apology. I don't owe this to anyone I know, and I'm working on bettering myself when it comes to self-love in this context. You'll understand what I'm saying in a minute when I actually spit it out. If you guys knew what it takes, what it has taken for me to get to a point where right now I am on camera showing my naked face to the world without any concealer on, covering up this blooming adult acne that is incessant, you would be proud. Anyway, I know I didn't have to announce that in advance. It just kind of makes me feel better. And, you know, God willing, one day I'll get to a point where it doesn't faze me. And hopefully that is also at a point where this has all been healed and gone away. Because as I'm getting older, it just seems to be getting worse rather than better. Anyway, moving on. I did most of my routine this morning, and then after that I decided to go wash my hair, put a bit of tan on, which is just like a moisturizer, so you won't notice it until tomorrow. I just feel so much better when I slightly tan myself. I'm a little bit Irish, and so pigmentation in my skin doesn't exactly show up. Anyway, I'm just going to clip my hair back so that it can dry. But I was meant to film today. I was meant to batch film, so like bulk film a bunch of short content for you guys to dish out. I used to dish out short videos, so things like, you know, TikToks, Reels, Shorts as we call them here on YouTube. One a day, and there was even a point where I was doing it twice a day, and then I started to change after a year ago when I gave up during Lent. I fasted off of social media for Lent a year ago, and then when I came back I started posting every second day, and every now and again I would go back to every day. But then it was just Lent. And during Lent, I kind of was like, I'll post when I feel ready. I'll just take it easy during Lent. I won't fully give it up, but I will just, you know, be a little bit more relaxed with it. And what that has resulted in, other than like the last few days prior to Easter, I literally posted maybe twice a week. last week was like once a week. And then right up to like 4 days, I think it was 3 or 4 days before Easter, I posted twice a day, trying to, you know, make up, because all of a sudden I got these bursts of ideas and I was like, you know what, I'll make up for all the lack of posting and I'll do 2 a day, which meant I had no content left. Anyway, I am yapping on what is new, but I wanted to do a couple of things. Seeing as now that I'm not filming, I will film for you guys on Wednesday. I will have to bulk film Wednesday and Friday because then I'm heading off to Melbourne for a whole week, and then I'll have to have filmed all my short content for you guys before I go. Otherwise I'll have nothing to share. Anyway, I'll still be able to do my vlogs from there, but not my short content because I need my setup here. I want to show you guys quickly. I've already yapped here for over 3 minutes. I want to now stop talking and get into the things that my granny and I bought the other day in the shops. I never got around to actually showing you what we got, and I was hoping to put that in the last vlog. Anyway, all good. I will show you guys what I bought when my grandmother, she's out at the moment. When she gets back, maybe she can show you, if she hasn't already packed it away, what she got. But I'll tell you anyway because we both bought the same things. Maybe I'll just tell you. So in this bag is everything that I bought. So starting with number 1 right up the top. I'll tell you how much everything is as well, because who doesn't love an affordable buy? This is going to be essentially like a Kmart haul, if you like. I bought myself, because in my mind one day I will move back to London or Ireland, somewhere in Ireland. If it were to be England, I'd probably always move back to London. But anyway, I digress. In my mind, I always think I'm going to move to a colder climate. So I bought a rain jacket. I have been wanting a raincoat. Depending on where you're from, I guess the name changes. I think we call them raincoats in Australia, but rain jacket just sounds nicer. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I bought a raincoat. To add to my list of first world problems, sometimes I don't like carrying around an umbrella. And I think it's just handy if you have a waterproof jacket on that looks stylish, because sometimes they can look quite horrendous. Oh, and it was, by the way, sorry for the shaking, $35. This is still a stylish coat. Aside from being, in my opinion, aside from being a raincoat, it is actually still a nice jacket. I really like it. It's something that I feel like you would wear going out, like maybe if you are even not even just a city girl, a farm girl. If you're going out in Ireland, you know, managing the farms. I'm the daughter of a family of farmers, so in my mind it's just going there. But like, sorry for the poor lighting. I've chosen a bad time to do this, but I actually really like this. I think it looks quite nice and would do the job even if it's raining in Australia. It doesn't even need to be in a cooler climate. I can always get away with wearing this on any rainy day here. Oh, and I am wearing the same thing I wore yesterday, except my shoes have changed from walkers into slides. I'm just staying at home, so I'm just wearing something super chill. A really baggy green top, of course it's green, with my black mum jeans and black sandals. These sandals, they kind of add like a little bit of a quirky element to my outfit, seeing as everything else is so simple. And then I've just got some silver jewelry on. I've got some green studs with this green ring that matches the green on my shirt. And then I've got this really cool necklace. This pendant I bought, I'll take a photo and put it up here for you. This pendant I bought when I was in Spain, and I believe it's from Pandora. I believe it is a representation of the Spanish royal family. I'm not sure, but I got it because it was a crown and I just liked the idea, you know, I'm a queen. That is about as cocky as you'll ever find me, I promise. But because it's something I bought on a family trip, it's got quite strong sentimental value for me. Anyway, so this is something simple. I promise, even though I'm not working for the next 2 weeks teaching, I'll still try and wear some nice outfits, because I know if you're anything like me and you follow people that vlog their lives for their outfits, inspiration is always handy. I do it a lot, I won't lie. Then I will, you know, understand that if you're watching my vlogs for that reason, it will be annoying to see me wearing quite casual get up all the time. Anyway, that's probably me being quite presumptuous, but however. Second item, and to be honest, are you even surprised anymore? Again, these were $25. I bought another pair of mum jeans. You guys have been seeing me live in these. I just showed you the black pair I'm wearing. I have these in light blue, black, white, and khaki, so that like muted olive green I was wearing last week, and now I have them in this baby pink. I wasn't going to get them in the baby pink because I thought it was something I probably wouldn't wear, but Musa really liked them, to my surprise. We went grocery shopping the other day and I showed them to him and I was like, what do you think? And he's like, I really think you would enjoy them. My favorite color is green, and then after that would be blue, but I do love me some baby pink, so I think he knows that. So I think he was like, you get great wear out of them. And if you think I'm done with the mom jeans, there's another shade that they have, which is that dark denim, to which I don't have, and I kind of feel like I may as well just complete the set at this point because I've got every other color. Why wouldn't I also get the dark blue? And I mean, for $25, you really can't go wrong. And speaking of getting things in multiple colors, remember in the last vlog I uploaded, Granny and I were shopping in this section in Kmart, and you saw my granny wearing this one. She was wearing this one in the shop. She was trying it on. Well, I told you I'd tell you what she got. She got this, and she also got the blue version. And I got all three. Actually, there was four. They had a brown one, which I didn't really like. And I say that now, and then I'll probably change my mind when, whoops, I probably would change my mind and go back and get it later if I know me and Kmart. But when clothes are this affordable and at the same time good quality, you seriously can't go wrong. These are of course not ironed, so if you will allow me, aside from the fact that they need to be crinkle proofed, these are amazing. They are so thick and warm. I'm wearing an Australian size 8. I am not an Australian size 8. I up top am usually about a 10 and down bottom a 12. However, Kmart is quite generous with their sizing. I just think that this is a perfect fit for me. It's great. I love the way that in winter time, now that I'm getting into collared shirts, I can wear this and not feel cold. The other two that I bought that I showed you recently in some of my vlogs are quite thin, which is great for now. However, as the winter progresses, well, as autumn progresses into winter here, contrary to popular belief, it does get cold in Australia. So these will be really handy, and I just think once they're ironed, they're going to look really nice and part of that whole modern classic aesthetic. This is the blue. I actually can't believe how much I like this color on me. I don't own anything in this color. I don't own much blue actually. Seeing as I like blue a lot, that's quite odd for me, but I really like this shade of blue. Usually I end up, if anything comes in a green or a blue, I will always lean towards the green. But this, I really like. I don't know what's happening here. I think I'm starting to feel like a bit of a blue girl. No, nothing will take me away from my primary love of green. But this, oh, I love it. And now here is that rustic pink. This is the one you saw my grandmother wearing in last week's vlog. And I really like it. The blue is probably my favorite. I have no regrets buying 3 of the same thing in different colors, especially not when they were so affordable. $25 each. Like, you actually can't go wrong. But probably I would say that maybe out of the 3, this is my least favorite. Probably because I find, as I'm so pale naturally, the darker colors really drown me out. I used to be in denial about that growing up because I love wearing black. But I actually think I'm starting to realize that when I wear bright colors, I don't feel I look as sickly as I often can. When you mix the pale skin and the acne-ridden face, it's really easy for that to happen. So don't get me wrong, I really do like this a lot, but if I had to order them, I'd say the blue is my favorite, and then the cream is my second, and then this would be my third. And if you look front on, like, this corded look is so nice and country, I feel. And I feel like I must definitely be more of my father's daughter in terms of interests than my mother's daughter, because my father is such a country guy. And as I'm getting older, I'm really starting to vibe with that aesthetic. Also, if it's really noisy outside, that's the workmen I mentioned a while ago working on the NBN servicing for our area. Before I go, I need to go and feed the ducks. I then need to go and work. I told you guys maybe 4 vlogs ago now, roughly speaking. I told you, hang on, let me shut the window. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Hopefully it wasn't too irritating before. And then when I go to edit this, it'll probably be only me that could hear it in real time. And then on recording, nothing was noticed. However, I mentioned a while ago that I have an exciting collaboration coming up that I can't talk about yet. I actually have to work on that today. So I'm really excited that I decided not to film, because I can now allocate all my energy into that, because that is actually quite important. The deadline for that is coming up for approval. But I also wanted to update you on my health. So also a couple of vlogs ago, actually I think it was only 2 or 3 vlogs ago. It sounds like a lot, but when you vlog every 3 days, post a vlog every 3 days, it goes by quite quickly. I spoke to you guys about how I went to the doctor to inquire about a pain at the top of my legs. And I went and did that x-ray that I showed you in last week's vlog. And I showed you, I spoke to you rather about the ultrasound that I got done. Long story short, I don't have arthritis. Remember, the doctor was questioning whether or not the pain sounded rather similar to arthritic pain. I don't, thank you God, because let me tell you, and I understand arthritis can happen to anyone at any age, but it is rare to happen when you're young. And yes, I will have you know that 32 is not old. I know everybody thinks you're just automatically old once you're in your 30s. You're as young as you feel, mate. Okay? That was probably an old thing to say, but that's fine. Anyway, I don't have arthritis. Yay! I am so excited. I don't know why I'm holding the duck feed like that, but I am really excited. Not so excited at the fact that I still don't have an answer. Like every other thing that I'm trying to fix this year, I don't have an answer. So I don't have an answer for the endometriosis type issue. I don't have an answer for the arthritic type issue. But nevertheless, I will not give up. I will keep hoping and praying for the best, and I will keep going back to my doctor and doing whatever is necessary. And when I have another update, I will let you guys know. But for now, there is no arthritis. Hallelujah. I nearly forgot to show you all what Granny is wearing today, but before I get a chance to do that, she is showcasing for you what she got in the shops today. So in front of you is, feast your eyes on Granny's latest obsession, is these big collars or big bows around the collar. And she found one in H&M today, which she really likes. And she was just telling me how you can tuck it in, or you could wear it. How could you wear it, Granny? Tell us what you were telling me. Yeah, tucked in, or what was the other way you could do it? What were you saying? Oh, you could crisscross. Crisscross or something like that.
Definitely crisscross.
Yeah. All right. And what else did you get today? I think we showed everybody last week in the videos you trying on the denim dress at the shops. Well, she ended up...
I didn't try them on because I didn't buy them.
No, you did. You tried the one that you wanted to see if it could be worn as a coat. Remember in the mirror, we were looking in Kmart.
Yeah, but the real one that I wanted, I didn't try on.
Oh, right.
Which was belted.
Oh, right.
And that's completely gone.
Oh, shite. Well, this is lovely anyway. I actually really like this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind wearing it with some tights myself. Very nice.
Well, it'll be lovely with boots.
Yeah, oh yeah.
In the winter.
Yeah.
Tights.
Ah, yeah, very nice. I like it, Granny.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, and now you can show everyone what you're actually wearing today. What Granny is actually wearing today, you already saw the pants before. I've never seen this top, although I know she's had it a long time.
Oh, yeah.
This is an orangey kind of...
Tanny orange.
Yeah, like a brownie orange polka dot top. And of course, Granny has a matching string of pearls and necklace, earrings rather, that match the polka dots on her top. Oh, look. And hang on, look at these. Look at these. They're so nice. What's about your socks, Granny? What about your socks? Oh, yeah, Granny has the orange on her socks that match her top. That's brilliant. I love it. And of course you've got the scrunchie that matches the white on the rest of your outfit. Very nice, Granny.
I have it pulled up so maybe you can see them now.
There we go. Yeah, now that Granny's pulled up her pants, you can see the hint of orange. Very nice, Granny. Now ducks love fish. So let's see if they can do some fishing in their pond. Would my ducksies like some lunch? Saoirse, go grab that. There we go. Okay, I'm still learning, guys. Saoirse! Oh, they love this! There we go! Some sardines for lunch! I am actually the worst! And I can't film like this because the lighting, it's just, okay, hang on. Remember how I said that without my diary, the other day I was mentioning how I don't know how I ever survived without a big diary. I've always had a little diary and a big calendar in my room. Now I have a big diary and still the big calendar in my room. Honestly, and yet I'm still losing my mind with things. So I granted I was never as busy before as I am this year, but why am I mentioning this? I forgot that I committed to an online poetry event tonight where we're basically performing our poetry in an attempt to raise money for a family in Gaza, in Gaza, Palestine. So now I have just come in front of my laptop to try and get that work for the collaboration done and even potentially edit this video. And I also just, when I was upstairs filming my grandmother's outfits, promised her that at 4:30, when their beloved Bold and Beautiful show was on, I would sit and watch it with them and just, spend some time with them, because I can never watch anything with them at that time because I'm down here tutoring. And now, in and amongst all of that, I need to rehearse my poems for tonight. I hope you guys could hear those birds. All right, I'm going to rehearse a poem and then hopefully it will be all good for tonight. Right, researching done. Rehearsing. I really need a big break. Rehearsing. Sorry, the lighting, Jesus. I was like, if I stay down like this, it'll be fine. Rehearsing done. I am now going to put in my diary poetry event at 6 p.m. just to cross it out in 2 hours. Event at 6 p.m. Oh, I don't understand why I have the diary if I'm not using it properly. Now I can try. Oops. And I can try and do some editing. This lighting is obnoxious. I'm sorry. Or I'm obnoxious, to be honest. I'm going to edit now for a wee bit and then go up and watch this show with my grandparents. I've just finished watching the show with my grandparents, and now it's time to make some roast veggies because Musa will be here for dinner. The potatoes are ready. The butter is the secret ingredient. I'll put in the carrots about halfway through because they will obviously cook faster than the potatoes. Sometimes I really push it for time. Do you know that? It is 5:59 and this event is at 6 p.m. Lucky it is on the computer and I am allowed to look like a Hagrid mess. Anyway, all right, it is about to turn 6 p.m. It is time to read some poetry. Can I actually go online like this? I've become way too relaxed. That looks all right, doesn't it? I literally look like Hagrid. Okay. A poem for the unheard poet before they wrote their first few lines. For the unheard song of which we will never know its rhymes, for the unheard thistle between the bulldozed olive trees, for the unheard success of each victim's dreams, for the unheard zaghruta from the vows declared through one's deen, for the unheard cry from the newborns that would have been.
Last night was incredible. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for organizing this and for having me.
It's an honor, honestly. So many gems in that poem. Yes.
Good morning, duckies. Good morning. And good morning to the swinging birds that are slowly getting closer and closer to me when I go up to feed them. Eventually, I hope that they will be so comfortable with me. I don't know why I don't talk about what I'm reading on here. I used to do that on my Instagram stories, but basically I am reading The Amber Spyglass at the moment by Philip Pullman, and I'm reading the third installment in his Dark Materials, which is incredible, to say the least. So I'll start my morning with a few pages of this after having dealt with the birds outside. That includes the ducks. Pray and then have my breakfast. Oh, and a happy Tuesday, everyone. Well, not much sunshine this morning, which is unusual considering the last week has been wow, for want of a better word, but nonetheless still nice for autumn. We are quite spoiled for weather in Australia, I won't lie, but I'll forget all about that sentiment when we head into winter and I'm complaining that 15 degrees is freezing. I usually brush my hair in the mornings before I come out, but the thing is, sorry for that lighting, but the thing is that my hair was freshly washed yesterday, and so I try to maintain the curls for as long as I can before they start to drop, and then they need a refresh. Anyway, I'll push this back again in a second. Why I got my camera out, I wanted to ask everyone, just a thought that came to my mind. When I was younger, I used to have things that were, whilst sparse, used to make me quite happy. So for example, I love Harry Potter. I posted a short recently where I alluded to that. I adore Harry Potter. So anytime I hear any theme music or anything to do with it, whether it be, you know, little snippets on short videos or anything of the like, rewatching the movies, I am very tempted right now to reread the books. Actually, I'm just in a whole Harry Potter feel, mood, vibe lately. What's new? But those sorts of things, they make me so nostalgically happy. And I was just walking and I was thinking to myself, do you know, I should sit down and watch Balamory. And if the things I publicly admit, and if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's a kids show that was set in, I'm pretty sure, Scotland. They called it Balamory, but I'm mostly sure it was filmed in Scotland. I can't be 100%, but I'm pretty sure. And the thing is that made me so happy growing up, because it was the few moments where I got to sit with my siblings and just be content and just, you know, enjoy a few sparse moments of peace. And so I wanted to ask, I was like, thinking to myself, does anybody else have these childlike things that they want to do or do that, sorry, I need to keep walking because my heart rate is slowing down. So apologies for the lighting. It will get somewhat better. Does anyone have these things that they do that make them content, that to the outside world might feel ridiculous? So for example, me putting on a kids show, me just putting Balamory on in the background while I do whatever. Or even not in the background, if I just sit there and watch it for the 15-20 minutes that it goes for. I am totally aware that I am confessing publicly to wanting to watch a kids show, but there are certain things that I've noticed, you know, I feel like you end up becoming somewhat of your own psychologist as you get older, when, especially if you're like myself and you've had issues growing up in your childhood and you feel like you need to kind of heal and understand yourself better as an adult than you otherwise would have. So I feel like in my attempts to do just that, I'm understanding things like, for example, watching a kids show might be quite fleetingly healing in a moment. It might be something that brings me joy because of the fact that it reminds me and puts me back in a place where I used to feel comfort. Anyway, I don't even know if I'm going to post this video, to be honest, because I don't actually know if I look at all presentable, but I feel like we've passed that point of professionalism here, and I feel like my vlogs now are somewhat it is what it is kind of vibe. Anyway, I'm going to continue my walk, but if anybody, and I'm going to tie up my hair, but if anybody has something that they love, that brings them some sort of like nostalgic peace as an adult, because it was one of the few things that gave them peace or comfort or happiness growing up, please let me know in the comments. I'm just curious. I would love to know if there are other people that share in this sentiment. Look who's wearing one of the new in pieces that she got from Kmart the other day with me. Granny's wearing quite a trendy pair of jeans there, I might say, with her Skechers and her blue collared shirt, corded. What did you say this material is called, Granny?
Corduroy.
Corduroy. Oh, very
That's what
nice.
it used to be called, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's lovely. And we have, of course, we've got blue earrings to match with another blue stud over here. Very nice. And we've got a blue and white hair clip that goes as well. Looking nice, Granny. Very blue. Right, well, I am all ready for work with what is apparently looking like pajamas. My family, aside from my grandmother, are not huge fans of today's outfit, but it is what I call a stay-at-home outfit, a comfy stay-at-home outfit. It's probably a little bit too big. I probably could have downsized a little bit, but in fairness, it is meant to be quite a modest set. I got this from a hijabi store in Melbourne, but I am working today. I've got a lot of catch-up students, so students that miss lessons during the term that need to make up their lessons in the school holidays, otherwise they lose their credit. So I am working, however, it's the holidays, so I still wanted a chill vibe for my outfit today. I'm wearing them with these sandals that I love. The cream in the middle matches the cream in my outfit. I've got my black and white hair scarf. It's an off-white though, so it blends really nicely with the outfit, the whole cream kind of vibe, with some gold accessories. I'm wearing the golden snitch from my grandparents. They bought this for me when it was either 6 or 7 years since I had run away from home. I need to check my photographic evidence to figure out. My barna in Arabic, name necklace, some pearls, my standard gold rings, some scientific experiment on top of my hair. If you've got wavy or curly hair, you'll know or dry hair in general, you'll know the pain. And yeah, I have about 5 or 6 students coming just today, so I better get on with it. Check out me dad's ginger highlights. I definitely have a lot of my dad's undertones, my dad's hair undertones. My dad is a ginger, and my hair has definitely rather got all those red undertones. Anyway, I have just finished tutoring 2 of my students. I have a break now, which enables me to go and have some lunch. And then I have another 3 students. So I'm going to leave this vlog here because in between everything else happening today, I took some time to edit this vlog and it is already at around 40 minutes. So I think that is long enough for a 3-ish day vlog. So I hope you've all had a wonderful couple of days, and I shall see you guys in next week's vlog. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, and I shall see you all in another couple of days. Much love, everyone, and God bless.